This is the story of how Gary met Sally. This is Gary, the Alaskan grizzly bear. Gary and his buddies reside in the northern hemisphere, and Gary calls Alaska home. This is Sally, the Pacific salmon. Sally and her buddies are nomads of the Pacific Ocean. All the Sallys and Sals venture upstream to rivers to create Sally Juniors and Sal Juniors. On this journey, Sally meets Gary. Gary depends on Sally and her buddies for energy. However, with changes in the river ecosystems, such as man-made dams, Sally is losing buddies and making it more difficult for Gary to meet his energy demands.
Now we will be finding the daily caloric demands of an Alaskan grizzly bear. First, we will be using the formula determined by McNabb for vertebrate-eating carnivores. Particularly, for an Alaskan grizzly bear, the weight of the animal is 135.5 kilograms. And so, the Alaskan grizzly bear would consume 12,440 kilocalories per day. To find the yearly caloric demands, we have to take hibernation into account. Within 365 days, 200 days is spent in hibernation, and the bear consumes 2,970 kilocalories per day during this time. 61 days is spent in hyperphagia, and the bear consumes 19,796 kilocalories per day. The rest of the time, the bear consumes 12,440 kcals per day. We add up all the values together, and in a year, the Alaskan grizzly bear consumes about 3 million kilocalories.
For the Alaskan grizzly bear, we identified 5 different salmon in the Pacific North: the sockeye, the humpback, the silver, the dog, and the king salmon. 629 kcal, 1,112.5 kcal, 3,815.5 kcal, 1,122 kcal, and for the king salmon it was 19,507 kcal. But for the grizzly, we're going to rule out the king salmon because it was kind of inconsistent data from a different paper. So for the 4 salmon, the average kcal value is 1,419.75 kcal. And as you already know, the average for the male and female grizzly consumption was 3,095,316 kcal per year. So if you take that and you divide it by the average that I got, 5 kcal from the salmon, you get 2,180.18 fish per bear per year, which divided by 365 days, you get about 6 fish per day. And for hyperphagia and not hibernating, which hyperphagia was 61 days, and not hibernating was 104 days. You get about 366 fish and 624 fish.